Hi, my name is Kerry Kotylak. I'll be your host for the next 45-minute practice. I'm always so excited to do this. This is my third year in a row doing Yogapalooza, and I am filming today from Mountain Goat in Barrhaven, and I also teach at Inner Soul. The practice that I will lead you through is a strong Hatha practice. I hope you enjoy it. If you have a block, that's always handy. If not, just something that will help you to lift your hand off the floor. I want to send a huge shout out to CHEO. I have nothing but respect for that hospital and the people who work there, and I also want to send a shout out to the kids fighting cancer. So if you guys are ready, let's yoga. All right, so we are going to get started, and we're going to start standing at the back of the mat. So our warm-up is going to start from the shoulders and work our way all the way down to the toes. So we'll just stand in equal standing posture, mountain pose, standing up nice and tall. Maybe close your eyes and just see if you're putting equal pressure on both feet. Sometimes we have a shift to one side. Reach the fingertips towards the floor. Start to feel the energy. Slide up the legs, maybe engage the quads a little bit. Feel the breath roll up through the chest. Exhale. On the exhale, try drawing those lower abdominal muscles right below the belly button. Try to engage those on the exhale. Reach the fingertips down, clear the space between the shoulders and the ears. Maybe just take a few little motions with your neck. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. And then start to roll the shoulders out. As you're rolling the shoulders, maybe move the neck a little bit more, just lifting the chin and then lowering the chin, nice and easy. Try to find a little mobility in the upper back. And then reverse direction. And then bring the hands down towards the floor. Inhale the arms up, bring the palms together, and then exhale, turn the palms away and press the air down like it's heavy. Inhale, do it again. Exhale, press that air down, engage the upper back muscles. One more time, inhale the arms up. And then exhale, bring them down. Let's start to soften the knees a little bit. Take a little forward fold, and then press your hands to the floor, but keep your knees soft for the first one. So just feeling the hamstrings start to release. Inhale to a halfway lift, and then exhale, bear walk forward until you make your way into your plank pose. So we come into a nice strong plank, push the floor away, spreading through the shoulders. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring the knees down to the floor, and then just pull the hips back, coming into that pre-pose for downward dog. So lining the ears up with the arms, pull the hips back, press into the palms, close your eyes, and just try to find some length from the fingertips all the way to the hips. Breathe, drawing those belly muscles in on the exhale. A little bit of heat in the shoulders. Take an inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself forward, coming into cat. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, start to pull the hips back. Press the belly more towards the thighs this time. Coming into more of a puppy pose. Maybe the head comes to the floor, maybe the chin comes to the floor, or maybe somewhere in between. So this time, I want you to try to create a little bit of a different activation in the shoulders. So again, pressing into the palms. Imagine I'm drawing your hips back and down. And breathe. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, let's make our way into that cat shape again, rounding forward. Lift the chin. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let's curl the toes under and pull your hips back to child's pose. Holding it here, let's just take a little bit of a walk over to the right side of the mat or off of the mat, and then keep the hips centered, but look under the left arm and just create a little bit more length on the left side. And then walk your hands back into the center of the mat, and then take them over to the left. Again, looking under the right arm, lifting up through that armpit. Make your way back into the center of the mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come back into that cat shape. Curl the toes under and make your way into your first downward facing dog. So pull the hips back. Make any adjustments you need, but try to stay as still as you can for the first one. Try to tap into the belly muscles here on the exhale again. So take a nice big inhale. Exhale, pull those belly muscles. Lift the fingers and just press into the palms. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's start to round forward like a cat again. This time, lower the knees. And we'll make our way into a few cat-cow curls. So inhaling in cow, exhaling into cat, inhaling in cow, and exhaling into cat. And then coming back into neutral. Uncurl the toes, take the left heel up to the ceiling, keep the knee bent, and then let's take a few hip circles here. So we'll start to get a little bit of action into the hips. So try not to throw that leg around. Try to use as much control as you can. Engage the glutes and find the muscles that you need to control the action in that hip joint. Keep breathing. You don't have to find any particular rhythm, just don't hold your breath. Make sure your belly stays strong to support your back. Take one more inhale and exhale around, and then extend that left leg nice and long and line the left heel up with the right toe. Walk the right hand in slightly, and then take the left arm up to the ceiling. So if this is too hard on your balance, you can pivot that right foot off the mat. If you want to work your balance, you keep that toe in line with the heel. So we're looking for a lift from the right hand all the way up through the left fingertips. Breathe, keep the belly strong on the exhales. I say that several times to remind myself as well. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, if you want, pick up that left leg. Send the heel away, engage those hip muscles. You can lower the left leg and lift it back up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hold it there. Start to slowly bend that left leg if you want, and if you can, you reach back, you go for the foot, you grab whatever you can. If you do reach your foot, press the foot into the hand, and you'll get this bonus shoulder opening as well. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release the left foot, and then lower it down and make your way up into gate pose. So we pivot the right leg off the mat, inhale the right arm up, and then exhale, just take it over towards the left. So not looking for any sort of a pinch in the left side, as much as lengthening up through the right. Gaze can come down at that left hand. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bring the right arm up, bring it down to the floor, and we'll switch sides. Left shin on the floor, right foot extends, leg extends, line up the toe with the heel, press into that left arm, and take the right up to the ceiling. Now, what's happening with the head and the neck? Try not to just hang your head over to the side. Try to imagine a mirror behind you and you can see your head in line with your spine. Take an inhale here. Exhale, engaging through the core. Pick up that right leg. Lower and lift if you want, just to feel a little more outer hip. Lowering down on the inhale. Exhale, pick it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pick it up. Hold it here. Slowly start to bring that heel towards your bum. Reach back, try to catch your foot. And then try to draw the knee in line with the hip. And then press the foot into the hand. And breathe and smile. And then extend that top leg. Bring the right arm to the ceiling. Lower the right leg down. Make your way up to gate pose. Pivoting the left foot off the mat. Take the left arm up and then just fold over into that right side. Take your gaze to the right hand. It's always a little kinder to the neck. Inhale, come on back up. And exhale, bring the left hand down, bring the right hand down. Make your way into plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up to Sphinx. So forearms on the mat. Pull some length out of those legs. Drop the shoulders, close the eyes, and see if you can get the chin parallel to the floor. So allowing the lower back just to settle into this more of a neutral place, and then take your shoulders in towards the center one at a time. And of course, only if that feels good. You can hold it in your Sphinx if you'd like to. And then inhale back into Sphinx. Exhale, hold it. And then lower your chest. Inhale into Cobra. Exhale, let's come on to the knees. Curl the toes, walk the hands back. Last little bit, let's get into the feet. So see if you can get your hips, your butt onto your heels. If this is too much, stay on the fingertips. If you can, see if you can walk your hands a little bit further back and see if you can stretch out those toes. Free the toes. Sometimes you have to kind of pull that pinky toe because it's a little misbehave. Mine misbehaves all the time, so it gets caught on the mat. So lift your chest, close your eyes, and if this is too intense, make some modifications like we can pull those hips up a little higher. Drop the shoulders, try not to make a funny face. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let's come onto our hands, flatten the feet, tap them out. Feels so good for whatever reason. Reach the hands forward and make your way up to your downward facing dog. Step the feet in a little bit. Now take it for a little walk. Press your heels down one at a time. Maybe you can get into some juicy bits in the calf. Bend and re-straighten the arms, reset the shoulders a little bit, and then take an inhale here. Exhale, walk those hands back to meet the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, come all the way up. Strong in the glutes. Reset the shoulders, make sure your feet are underneath your hips, and let's go on from there. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, hinging right at that hip crease. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the plank. Nice big bear walk. Find your plank, take an inhale. Exhale, lower down. And then just for fun, let's see if we can push back up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, press back up. Pull the hips back to downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. Strong legs, hamstrings, glutes, hands up. And then exhale, arms down by your side. Excellent. All right, let's do some serious yoga now. Sun salutation A. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Try to keep the hands coming forward on this forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it back to plank. Strong plank. So strong plank, what exactly do we mean? What do I mean? Press into your palms, pull your belly in, engage your quads, and then try to pull your hands towards each other without actually pulling them towards each other. Engage the chest and the upper back. Take an inhale, exhale, lower down, all the way or hover. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Hips high, belly in. Hold it here for 3 deep breaths. Maybe move your head in a yes and no. Just try not to create any tension in the neck. Take an inhale. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Inhale your hands to prayer. Exhale, squat down into your chair pose. So again, equal standing postures. Make sure you're pressing into both feet equally. We have these tendencies to shift our hips. So press into both feet. Inhale the arms behind. Exhale, sweep them up to the ceiling. Keep your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Inhale, take the arms back. Exhale, sweep them up. This detracts from how long we're going to hold this chair pose. Inhale, take the arms back. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, lift all the way to the ceiling and fold forward. Take the arms way out to the side this time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it back to plank. Plank pose, take an inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward face. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's step that right foot between the hands right away. Set yourself up for warrior one. Inhaling nice and slow, pressing into that right foot as you lift, engaging the left glute to support you when you get there, and then sinking into your warrior one. So we want to square the shoulders to the top of the mat, but not to sacrifice the lower back on the left side. So be careful. Inhale one more time. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Step the right foot back. Plank pose, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward face. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot flat. Again, separate your feet a little bit. Nice and slow, lift it up on the inhale. Exhale, sink into that front leg. Outer edge of the back foot is rooted into the mat. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the left foot back to downward dog. Hold it here for a breath. I'm going to take one more warrior one. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward this time. Turn the left foot out. Make your way up on an inhale. And then on the exhale, let's come into humble warrior. So clasp the hands behind your back. Squeeze the shoulders, press the fists away. And then root the outer edge of the back foot as you start to fold in. You don't have to go too far as you have, as far as comfortable, and then draw those arms up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lift your chest. Hold it right here. Press those shoulders together. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Switch feet. Just step the right foot back. Step the left foot forward. Do the same thing on the other side. Inhale it up. Exhale into humble warrior. Pulling those fists away from your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to fold in side of that left leg. Try not to stick your booty too far out to the left. And then take the arms up overhead if you like. Try not to lock the back knee. Just little housekeeping tips. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lift the chest. Pull those fists away. Hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. Plank pose on an inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward face. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Find a little engagement in the quads, a little engagement in the glutes if you can. Take an inhale. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chair. Draw those inner thighs in towards each other. Bring your hands to prayer. Don't fall over. Let's find a little bit of a twist here. So inhaling, lift the chest. Exhale, hook the left elbow outside of the right leg or on top of the right leg. Draw the left shoulder in and under as you draw the right shoulder blade back. Take your gaze over your prayer hands. Take an inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale one more time. Exhale, right elbow outside of left leg. Look left, draw that right shoulder blade under as the left one draws back slightly. Take an inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale. Exhale, reach it all up. Big stretch at the top. And let it go. All right, so let's set ourselves up for triangle. I'm going to step the left foot back. I'm just going to take a little step back on the mat. Step the left foot back, turn the left foot out, and then make any adjustments as you're coming into your triangle. Allow the hips to make little subtle adjustments to accommodate sort of how tight one might be. My entry into triangle, soften your right knee, bring your right hand down. You can bring it to the floor onto a block, grab your big toe, and then start to draw that right hip back and straighten the right leg. So we start right here, and then take a little external rotation in that right leg, and let the left hip kind of come in slightly, or turn in, and then lift the left shoulder up. So start to draw the left shoulder up, and then take the left arm up as an extension of the chest. So trying not to send the arm behind us, just keeping it in line with the chest and the right shoulder. So we find this strong triangle shape. Engage your quads. Draw the belly in on the exhale. Support the spine. Gaze can be at the top hand or at the bottom hand, depending on your neck. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Turn the left toes towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's just take a very gentle forward fold over that right leg. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, come all the way up. We'll set ourselves up for revolve triangle. So if you need your block, put it to the outside of that right foot. Inhale the left arm up to the ceiling, keep the right fingers on the hip crease, and then as you're folding forward, I want you to try to pull the mat apart with your feet. Helps to just engage the muscles. Plant that left hand, and again, draw the right hip in Extend the right arm as an extension of your chest. Gaze down at the bottom hand or the top hand. My neck does not like looking up in this pose, so I keep it down. Two more inhale and exhales here. Take one more with me. Bring the top hand down on the exhale. Listen really carefully. We're going to come into fallen triangle. Step that left foot back a little bit more. Plant the hands. Send the right leg underneath the left arm. We hold it here. Bring that right hand underneath your shoulder. Take the left arm up to the ceiling. I have dangling mic syndrome. Keep sliding out of my pants.
Go back.
We're just gonna leave it. No, I think it's funny.
Okay.
Take one more inhale here. I'll adjust the mic in a second. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Take your break. Take an inhale.
Your pants are not tight enough.
Oh, I know. Step the left foot forward. My friend who's filming this told me my pants aren't tight enough. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Could be the truth. And exhale, arms down by your sides. I think it adds a little certain something. Just tuck that in here again. I'm sweaty now. It's slipping out. I slip it into my there. Okay, other side. Let's step the right leg back. Set up your triangle. Textbook triangle. It could be heels lining up with front heel to back heel. Soften that left knee. Reach down, grab your toe, or put your hand on your block, or the hand can be right in the middle of your shin. It really doesn't matter. We take our hand where it needs to be. You slight little external rotation on the left leg, little internal rotation on the right hip. Take the right arm up to the ceiling. Try your gaze at the top thumb. If your neck doesn't like it, look down. Soft knees, strong quads. One more inhale here. Exhale, let's bring that right hand down. Turn the toes more forward on that right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, little gentle fold over the left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come all the way up. Hands can come to your hips. I'm just going to close my stance in a little bit, setting up for revolve triangle. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, hold the left hand at the hip crease. Start to reach. Place your right hand to the outside of the left foot on the block. You can also grab your ankle if you like. It's a nice option. And then slowly drawing the left hip under, take that left arm up to the ceiling. No rush. Always nice to build it from the ground up. Get nice and strong first, and then try to make the arrangements with your arms. One more big inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand down. We're getting into our fallen triangle, so step the right foot back. Toes are turned out. Left leg is underneath the right arm. Left hand under left shoulder. Right arm, ceiling. Bring the right hand down. Step that left foot back. Plank pose, take an inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step into the middle of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, arms down by your side. Let's half moon, shall we? We'll step the right foot back, turn the toes to the long edge of the mat, step the left foot a little bit more forward, and then if you need your block, grab it in your left hand. So we'll bend into that left leg, fingertips on your block or on the floor. You can line your thumb up with your pinky toe. That's always kind of a nice little alignment trick. And then pick that right leg up, keeping your right hand in the hip crease. So my favorite half moon hack is that we have this tendency to kind of tilt forward. I want you to just draw your left hip slightly back and imagine it staying over your ankle. Okay, it's a nice way to get the center of gravity. It just helps with your balance. So we pull that right heel away. If you're super steady here and you want to try, open up that right shoulder and take the right arm up to the ceiling. Create a nice strong left leg and a strong right outer hip. Engage the inner thigh slightly by imagining you're trying to pull the inner thigh down, but keep the leg exactly where it is. One more big inhale here. Exhale, bend the left leg, land that right foot, and other side. So we'll step the right foot forward this time. Step the left foot back. Same thing, turn the toes out to the long edge of the mat. Again, grab your block if you need it. Bend into that right leg. Right hand comes down. Pick up the left leg. Keep a strong external rotation in the left hip. And try not to put too much energy into that bottom hand. Try to lift off of that bottom hand. And then again, lift the left shoulder. Take the left arm up. Try not to swing it behind. Keep it in line with your chest. Keep breathing. Strong core muscles. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the right leg. Land the left foot. And step to the top of the mat. Last standing sequence. Root the feet underneath the hips. Drop the shoulders. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale it back to plank. Inhale in your plank. Press the floor away. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Press the hips back, spread through the shoulders, just give a little bend and re-straighten to the arms. Inhale the right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it through. Crescent lunge is our starting point. Separate your feet hip width. Inhale, take the arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, soften into that left knee. So just tuck the tailbone under a little bit. Create a little bit of an upper back bend, but keep the lower back quite neutral here. You can drop that knee a little further if it feels good. Take an inhale, exhale, pick up the back leg, hands to prayer. Hook that left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Taking the gaze over. Try not to shrug that right shoulder up towards the ear. If you want to open it up, you take the left fingertips down to the floor. Right arm up to the ceiling. If you feel like binding, internally rotate that back arm. Internally rotate the left. Hold your hands underneath the right leg. Only a suggestion. The best part of this whole sequence is coming up. If you can just stay calm for a few more breaths here. And release the hands to the floor. Bring the right foot behind the left wrist and come into pigeon pose. Pull the back leg. Create as much length as you can, but try not to fold forward right away. Keep your back a little bit more neutral. Lift your chest, drop the shoulders, close your eyes. Check in with the back foot. Make sure it's not turning in. Make sure it's trying to stay straight behind the calf. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, now start to fold forward, making your way into your favorite version of pigeon. Relax your shoulders, lower your head, or stay upright. Always kind of nice to work the back in this form as well. We've just become so much more used to being in a forward fold, sadly, that this feels like a not so neutral pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come up. If you did fold over, come onto the right hip, swing that left leg around, cross your legs, roll onto your hands, step your feet back, take a sun salutation or a vinyasa. Inhale in plank, exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, left leg to the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it through. Place it down into crescent. Inhale, a nice big lift to the arms. Exhale, sink into that back leg. Little upper back bend. Draw the tailbone under. Take an inhale, exhale, straighten the back leg. Bring your hands to prayer. Find your prayer twist. Right elbow outside of left leg. You really have to kind of tuck the right ribs under and pull the belly in to come into a more comfortable twist here. Again, opening it up, right fingertips down, left hand to the ceiling, or taking the bind if that is in your practice. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Scoot the left foot behind the right wrist. Find your way into pigeon pose. Trying to square those hips as best you can, or level the hips, I guess is a better cue. Pull the right leg back, straighten the right foot, lift your chest, close your eyes. I am going to stay right here, but please feel free to pull your chest over and fold forward into your pigeon. Take a few more inhale and exhales here. I need a t-shirt that says, I heart pigeon pose. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let's slide onto that left hip a little bit more. Swing the right leg around. This time we're going to stay on our behinds. Scoot your butt forward. Bring your arms beside your legs. Take an inhale here. Exhaling, pulling the belly in towards the spine. Start to lower down one part of the back at a time. Imagine your waist is on the floor, slightly above, middle back, upper back, shoulders, and head. Stay in easy resting pose, so neutral curve in the neck, neutral curve in the lower back. Arms out like a T. And then let's heel toe the feet a little wider. Keep the knees bent. Let's just take the knees down to the right. So allowing that left knee just to flop in, right knee to flop out. Take your gaze over your left arm. If you need a little extra, pick up the right foot and just hook it on the outside of the left leg, just for a little extra weight to pull that knee down. If there's anything going on in the knee, if your knee is giving you a sad song right now, please take your foot off. We have to treat our knees like a good friend. Take one more inhale. Exhale, take the right foot off first. Bring both knees up to the ceiling and hold it there. Make any adjustments you need to your feet and then drop your knees over to the left. Gaze to the right. Close your eyes. Starting to come into that wonderful final posture called Shavasana. Or even just getting our minds into that nice, calm, quiet place. So important right now in everything going on. Take the left foot. You can just gently draw that right knee closer by putting it on the outer thigh. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, unhook the left foot from the leg. Draw both knees up. Hold it here. Bring your feet back together. Extend that left leg nice and long. Draw the right knee into the chest. Bring the nose up to meet the knee. And then bring the head back down. Take the knee out to the right a little bit. And then release. Switch sides. Left knee in. Draw it in towards the chest. Bring nose to knee. Squeeze. Bring your head back down. Take that left knee out to the side. And then release. Take the arms overhead, clasp your hands, stretch through the fingers, bring the toes together, make yourself as long as you can. Keeping the hands clasped, press them up over your chest, and then just lift your right shoulder and put it back down. Lift your left shoulder, put it back down. Get in between the shoulder blade and the spine a little bit. And then turning the palms in towards you, draw your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. You can take a happy baby if you like, or just hold your knees into your chest and roll back and forth. And then welcome to your Shavasana. So find your very most happy, comfortable Shavasana place. Let the feet just flop out to the sides, palms facing up. Take a second, just press your shoulders back towards the floor. Move your head from side to side. Relax every single muscle in your body. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for supporting Yogapalooza. My name is Kerry Kotylak, and I teach at Mountain Goat and at Inner Soul. I would love to see you on the mats again. Namaste. I'm going to encourage you to take a much longer Shavasana. I'll take a few more minutes or breaths and then sign off. Namaste.